Good afternoon. How you doing there?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
So thank you for meeting with me today. I did have a few questions for you. One thing I want to note, though, is you have been extremely quiet for a long time, Mr. Williams. What would you like to say?
Well, actually, the last time I did one of these was about 33 and 3/4 months ago. Um, I was in a situation where I was streamlining my business and doing a different type of brand marketing. Um, it was the best way to say it, I had to be quiet for a minute to actually move around without being such a big target.
So can you elaborate on that, please?
Well, for one thing, I'll tell you, first off, I love humanity and I like my friends. That is a philosophy I practice, what I preach. Those that know me out there in the professional world, for instance, they know me for my electrical background and the fact that I did a lot of, how should I say, contingency work, staff augmentation, and for lack of a better word, behind the scenes work. The guys that I still have out in the field, we still are in the field. I took a different approach and I went on and continued to pursue my safety certifications and also get my Six Sigma Black Belt certification along with others. For the most part, the reason I had to do it this way, 90% of companies, they want what I offer, but they will go the other way when I'm at the door because they don't want to be affiliated with me.
So let me ask you this. What are you working on now?
To be honest, I'm working on a program to deploy that will actually impact socioeconomic change. When we talk socioeconomic change, and like I said, the reason I was so quiet before was I'm talking about putting people to work. I'm talking about giving people opportunities and equitable roles. I'm not talking about passive income. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. I'm talking about delivering people into the workforce that actually have a trade, a skill set that is marketable. If you look right now, this is the challenge I give you right now. You go to any construction site around the entire world, with the exception of A, Africa, B, certain parts of Australia, and C. I won't say that place because I'm not even supposed to be there. But those places, 40 to 50% of the workforce, all white. And if you want to really chalk it up, we can get to a level where if they're union based, 60 to 70% of that workforce is all white. You have a situation where blacks are not allowed to enter into these programs due to the fact that they have things that limit them from the get-go. One thing we talk about is, I used to explain to people, was the point of sale situation where people get criminal offenses early on in life, which limit them from going into certain roles. I also touched upon where people often got screwed over by the college system, and companies were starting to do credit checks to limit people from applying for roles. It's one of those murky areas where companies don't want to admit. I've done several blind studies and case studies using an alias name. An alias name, which actually, if they read into the information, goes directly back to me. So I'm not really hiding from them.
So with all that being said, what are your plans over the next 3 years?
The next 3 years, I've put the funding together on my own to come out, and I'm going to be trying to reach those that actually want to do that. What kind of sucks is that, and it kind of sucks for me, and I'm going to be honest, it kind of sucks because everybody now is going to be on this bandwagon of Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter, when actually I've been doing this for roughly 7 to 8 years. I have to put things in place so I can give real facts and real numbers, because if anyone that knows me in the real project world know that if I say something and I mess up, I pay for it.
Anything else?
Well, just stay tuned. I mean, we're going to see how this goes. You know, I've started a YouTube channel. The main purpose of that YouTube channel is just to get content out. To show what it means to be consistent, to show what it means to be self-motivated and driven, to have testicular fortitude to do things on your own. Another thing I want to show you is right now I am actually on my vacation, and I just want to take a brief moment and just, you know what? It's time to go. Take that on. I had to do that for tax purposes, people. It's time for me to go enjoy myself. But stay tuned. More to come.